Greetings and much blessings. We live in an augmented reality at this time. Now, this video is not any type of conspiracy or anything like that. But what I do want to share is just this idea that I don't know about you, but for me growing up, I noticed that there was always this talk that, you don't let a lot of the cyber lifestyle melt over into your reality. So I grew up with that, especially as the internet wasn't truly in its stage that it's in now. That was big, as far as not letting cyber melt into your reality. But it's now the other way around. Um, you walk out and you look at what you think is reality. What you see is a bunch of people who aren't in the know. Most people don't read. Most people don't go look at internet research. All these problems that people have. Heck, you could get a lawyer to tell you that you should study the law a little bit more to help you get out of some of these situations you're in, especially if you get pulled over by a police officer who's just trying to take advantage of you because you just happen not to know a few ordinances or two. So just keep that in mind when you're out here and you're dealing with a lot of different people. For example, I've noticed a lot of men who have been changed. Their lives have been saved just due to certain aspects of red pill and MGTOW, just for men who have had bad relationships and things like that, or have had bad marriages. And one who truly understands MGTOW or red pill logics, and they're able to implement that to an individual in a positive way, there have been a lot of men that have been changed and their lives have been saved. So what I mean by this is that red pill and MGTOW, as a lot of people know, was derived from the internet, but it is based on information, not necessarily any type of trend or fad or anything like that. It was just based on information, and it was based on information that people have discovered upon the rise of the Me Too movement. So a lot of people who were affected by the Me Too movement in reality didn't know where to look for solutions to the Me Too movement online or on the internet as far as social media and things like that. So now that has occurred, but there are still a lot of people who don't know about the truth and things like that, and who don't know how to make better decisions. They're just going off what they think the reality is and what it's supposed to be. A lot of the church has affected people's realities too, but thankfully there has been an awakening of spiritual people trying to uproot every aspect of church that has deceived people. So there's another instance for you as far as how we are really living in an augmented reality, how the cyber is now starting to affect reality in positive ways, I believe, because we live in the information age. So information obviously is a derivative of cyber in many ways. At one time, it was just radio. That's how our communications used to be back in the days. I saw a good quote by someone. I don't know where it was from, but they said something on the lines that the revolution will not be televised because the revolution will be downloaded. So there you go. Another cyber aspect, another aspect of augmented reality. So this has affected relationships. You notice that when you really deal with a person as you walk outside your door, they're not paying attention to you. They're paying attention to their phone or their tablet. Their world is immersed in those things. Just to walk up to a person and say hi, that's becoming a very isolated incident. And a lot of that can come with infractions if you are not careful, especially in this Me Too movement. So a lot of times the best way to interact with people is through cyber, and maybe y'all can meet up as long as it's a good interaction. I'd say let it be intelligence based. If you just make it be based off just wanting to see somebody just in regards to having a date, well, we know the results of that. Just look at Fatal Attraction, watch that TV show. But if you meet up with people based on intelligent based ideas or information based ideas, who knows? Like they say, maybe out of that can develop a good relationship, a good friendship. Maybe this is the sign of a good friendship, as the cliche goes. So that's the augmented reality part that I'm basically trying to put out there, because everybody else who are not really learning about new things and new information, they're not looking online, they're going to be out of line in their own aspect of their reality. And in essence, they become their own conspiracy.